Welcome to the University of Information Technology and Management, one of the best private universities in Poland. If you want to become a well-rounded, thoughtful, and skilled professional, we are here for you. UITM is home to a diverse community of inspired learners, dedicated teachers, and innovative thinkers. UITM was established in 1996, and since then, 60,000 people have graduated here and moved on to have a brilliant career in different industries all over the world. UITM is highly ranked by U-Multirank, the global university ranking, comparing universities and estimating their quality of education and practice. But what is most important is highly ranked by their students. University has own infrastructure with 2 campuses, one located in the city center and the other one in the beautiful green area just outside of the city. UITM main campus is a huge complex comprising of a sports and recreation hall with a sports arena, lecture rooms with computers and multimedia devices, cosmetic chemistry, microbiology, and histology laboratories, as well as a gym, sauna, physical therapy rooms, and more. In the last 2 years, the number of international students have doubled, and UITM has become a very popular destination because of quality education and affordable cost of living. Young people from over 70 countries have chosen to study here in English towards their bachelor or master degree. This university teaches in Polish and English language. Lecturers and professors come from many different countries and have a practical and academic experience in their fields. UITM is also a Cisco Academy and Microsoft Imagine Academy, and teaching programs and technologies were developed by leading IT giants. UITM offers degrees with truly global perspective, observe changes in the labor market and in the world around us, and reacts quickly by adjusting their teaching methods as well as educational offers to meet current trends and demands. UITM is located in Rzeszów, the academic center of Poland, where every 4th person living here is a university student. Rzeszów is a city with 700 years of history, 200,000 citizens, and is called the capital of innovation. 130 companies connected to aviation industry are located in the Aviation Valley, and many more international companies. What makes Rzeszów one of the most dynamically developed labor markets in Poland? It is also a popular tourist destination with many cultural events, concerts, exhibition, and sports activities to choose from. The Old Town restaurants and bars and modern shopping centers are offering various discounts to students. Rzeszów has its own international airport with regular flights to many destinations in Europe, as well as capital city of Warsaw. We are part of the Schengen area, and Polish visa holders travel freely across Europe. Our students can take part in Erasmus Plus. It's the EU program, which allows students and academic staff to gain international experience, study, train, or volunteer abroad. Our career service has 1,500 active agreements with international and Polish companies like Deloitte, Pratt & Whitney, Ford Warner, Nestle, Lufthansa, Cisco, and many others, where our students find their internship and full-time employment. UITM graduates go on to have brilliant careers in many fields of their chosen industries. UITM diploma is widely recognized, not only in Europe, but also worldwide. Stop dreaming and start achieving. Go to en.uitm.edu.eu and click Apply. See you in Rzeszów.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat malam and very warm greeting to all of you. Before, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Arbiatul Zarantika and I am the Master of Ceremony for this webinar. So, webinar kali ini akan membahas mengenai pengenalan kampus dari UITM sendiri atau University of Information Technology and Management yang ada di kota Rzeszów, Polandia. And then in today's webinar, we have a special guest from UITM. He is Mr. Tuna Dalaman as recruitment specialist from UITM. Hello, Mr. Welcome to Indonesia and welcome to this webinar with TUTORAVEL.
Hello, thank you very much. It is very nice to be here. and I'm very excited to take part in this webinar and possibly inform the people who joined.
Next, TUTORAVEL sendiri adalah konsultan pendidikan kuliah ke luar negeri yang sudah memiliki banyak sekali program dan juga sudah bekerja sama dengan berbagai negara seperti ada di China, Polandia, Jerman, Spanyol, Australia, Singapura, dan juga Jepang. Nah, untuk jenjangnya sendiri TUTORAVEL ada dari D3, S1, S2, dan juga S3. So, for your everyone, kalau kalian nih berencana untuk study abroad, bisa menjadikan TUTORAVEL sebagai konsultan pendidikannya. Karena belajar sambil jalan-jalan menyenangkan bisa bersama dengan TUTORAVEL. TUTORAVEL, your learning partner. Nah.
So, once again, thank you for taking your time and joining this webinar. I believe that I will be talking page by page, and Ms. Laura will be helping me to translate after that. Or should I just continue and after the questions will be after?
The question will be after.
All right. Okay, then you watched the video. The video explained to you a little bit, but I'm going to go in a little bit more detail. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail on presenting our university to you today. And so first of all, we are the University of Information Technology and Management. We are a private university located in Rzeszów, Poland. Let's start with a broader scale. Let's start with the country of Poland. So first of all, we, as a country, we are located centrally in Europe. We are 1 to 2 hour distance to any other major destination that you would like to travel as a tourist or for your other purposes. And this little red dot is where our city is located. Our city's name is Rzeszów, and we are the biggest city in the southern eastern region. We are only 3 hours away from the capital Warsaw and 2 hours away from another metropolitan city called Krakow. So the reason why I'm telling you these 3 cities is that, first of all, majorly the job opportunities and everything and the touristic places will be in these 3 cities. But on top of that, all 3 cities has an international airport. So either you are coming back to Indonesia to visit your parents and friends, or you are going to other countries for your leisure or business trips. There is absolutely nowhere that you cannot go for. You cannot fly from those destinations. Our location gives a lot of flexibility to all of our students to just go on with their daily lives. And Poland has been a member of European Union since 2024. And the reason why this is extremely important is that the goal of European Union is to bring every member country into the same level of quality, same level of living quality, prosperity. So if you have an idea, or if you have an idea of Poland being far behind from other Western European countries just because you didn't hear Poland before, that is absolutely not the case. Because if it was the case, that would have made this whole union useless. So what we have is that thanks to the European Union support, that our cities, our whole country, our infrastructure is in the utmost European levels, as well as our universities eligible to receive funding from the European Union. So basically, we're actually getting money from the European Union to use it on our students. We use this money to hire lecturers and professors from different countries, to invite professionals to give you conferences, or provide additional certification programs, which will eventually benefit you, and it will look like a bright star on your CV during your studies. And now let's go down a little bit. Let's go down a little bit more smaller and talk about our city. So first of all, our city is called Rzeszów once again. And here you can see some couple pictures from our city. We are a very vibrant city, and our city is small, much smaller compared to Jakarta, but it is still very big compared to Poland's standards. And in our city, we have 200,000 people living there, and 50,000 of them are students. So actually, every 4th person that you see in the street are a student. This is extremely beneficial because of this, everyone is used to having students in the city. The transportation, the leisure facilities such as cinemas, theaters, restaurants, you name it. And all the shops or the house owners, they are used to having students and they know how to treat students, and we know what student wants. So everything a student might need is available in the city. And the second thing is our city is also considered the aviation valley of the country. The reason is we have more than 180 international companies connected to the aviation sector is in the city borders. You might think you might be thinking studying something else than aviation management or aviation related courses, but it will still benefit you because 180 companies in aviation sector, meaning that 118 companies operating with English language, which obviously you will not have Polish language once you arrive in Poland. But with the English language, it will be sufficient enough for you to find employment. And it has various areas. All of our IT students are more than capable of finding jobs in the sector as well. And the last thing is the affordability. Last and the most important thing is the affordability. So first of all, the whole country of Poland is 4 to 5 times more affordable, cheaper compared to other European countries such as UK, Netherlands, Germany, France. And don't get me wrong, the reason is not because any lack of quality in our country. No, the reason is simple, because we do not use euros as a money currency. We have our own currency, which is 4 to 5 times less compared to the currency euro, and it effectively makes us 4 to 5 times more easier to live in and cheaper to live in and study at the same time. So, for example, $1,000, which is around 16 million, 17 million rupias, will be more than enough to cover your accommodation, cover your grocery shopping, cover your basically everything for a month. The money that you spend outside, the food that you go eat in the restaurants, $1,000 will be more than enough. We are actually predicting $700 to $900 per month living cost for our students. And it also reflects to our tuition fees as well, which I'll be talking about them once I reach the pages which designated for the courses. Before I go deep in, let me give you some facts and figures about our university. So first of all, we established in 1996. Now we're celebrating our 28th year anniversary. We already have 60,000 graduates, as you can see from here. We are a fairly large university. We have 600 students studying it at Uitm every year, and 1,400 of them are international students, meaning that we have people from more than 70 different countries. So, and we've been having international students for 25 years. So as a university, we know how to we know how to take care of international students once they arrive. We know that changing a country and arriving, the first month is always a little bit challenging. You miss your parents, you miss your friends, but most importantly, you're in a foreign place. But because of that, we have a splendid orientation week set for our students to make you as comfortable as possible once you arrive at UITM. For now, we have 4 colleges: management, applied computer science, medical, and media and social communication. And we have 2 campuses with great leisure facilities. So let me show you some pictures from our campuses. So first of all, the first picture is from our main campus. This is where my office is located, actually somewhere around here that I sit every day and go to the classes that I teach. But and of course we have the classrooms here. But most importantly, in this campus, you will have all the offices, such as the student support office, Erasmus office, the dean's office, the financial office. So basically, as a university student, every office that you're gonna need to visit at least once are here. And this campus is very centrally located, only 15 minutes walking distance from the city center, and 15 minutes the bus ride from the dormitory. And we made sure to put English-speaking people in every single department. So again, not knowing Polish language will give you zero troubles during your academic life. But of course, for whatever you study, whatever course you study, in the first year we also give Polish classes. We'll be giving Polish classes for you. we'll be teaching you the basics of Polish, how to say hello, how to greet people, how to introduce yourself, how to ask directions, colors, numbers, objects, and food. So the basic things which will start making your life easier. And we have another campus, which is a much nicer campus, if you ask me. That's why I put around 4 pictures that I will be showing you. So this campus is a newer campus that we have, and it is in a town called Kilnarova, and it's in a beautiful side skirts of the city. So it is around 30 minutes from the city, 30 minutes from the city center, and we have free shuttle service between those 2 campuses for our students. So in this campus, what we have is we have the main laboratories for IT or for our medical studies, because this campus is fitted with the state-of-the-art technology to meet your requirements to have a successful bachelor or master courses. And as you can see from the aerial picture of the campus, it is a very large campus with a lush green area. The bottom part is a complete forest, which our students are more than happy to take walks in the forest in the mornings or during their physical education classes. Except the laboratories, of course, we also have the sports and recreational areas, including a sauna and a gym for our students to use. And here you go, one last picture from the campus, and it is actually a pleasure to spend time here. And this place is a little bit higher in altitude, so in winter it turns into a winter wonderland. It gets covered with snow, so you can actually see students building snowmans, sliding through the hills with sledges, or even shopping bags. So it's actually a very fun campus to be in. And as I said, we are a very international, dynamic university, and we do have many cultural events that we do every year. So even two days ago, we had our Asian Culture Day. Actually, including our current Indonesian students from Japan, students from Vietnam, Indonesia, China. They actually made presentations about their countries. We helped them to prepare their traditional foods, and we invited everyone from the university. This is just one of the social activities that we have at UITM. Before I go for the classes, I would like to start with the dessert. Let's say it is something extremely beneficial, extremely important for our international students that we have in our university, and that is a student exchange program called the Erasmus+. So this is the biggest student exchange program in the world. So basically, any student of UITM, regardless of the nationality, you can be Indonesian, you can be Vietnamese, you can be from Zimbabwe, you can be from Argentina, doesn't matter. As long as you're a student of UITM, you can participate in this program and choose one of the 50+ university partners that we have in Europe to go to those universities for one semester or 2 semester study exchange. So realistically, around the 2nd year, which we recommend to do this around the 2nd year, you can come to us and you can just say that I would like to go to Italy for 1 semester, or I would like to go to Slovenia or to Germany for a semester, and we prepare the documentation, we prepare everything, we check if your studies are matching with that location, and then we send you there for a semester or 2 semesters. You do not pay anything to that university in terms of tuition fee, because it is all covered under this program. And on top of that, this program pays our students around 25 million rupias just to cover their costs, roughly around 2,000 euros. So, and this money is given to the students by the European Union. So we do not question what the students do with that money. They sometimes use it for their tickets or their accommodation, or they use it for the trips that they're gonna do. So basically, this program just supports you financially to participate in this program. This is incredibly important for international students, because I can tell it from a personal experience. I am originally from Turkey. I'm Turkish. I'm actually not Polish. And just like Indonesian nationals, also Turkish nationals requires to get visa to visit any other European country. But once you're in this program, you can just freely travel to a different European country for 6 months to explore that location, and it is an extremely beneficial thing to do because you will never know. Maybe you will like it there better. Maybe you will meet someone. Maybe you will get a job opportunity there. So this is an absolute must for all of our international students who chooses to study at UITM. And except the mobility programs, we have 18 university partners all around the world, and including one in Indonesia as well. The reason why we have these universities is that we do have visiting professors. Sometimes their lecturer give classes to our students, and sometimes the exact opposite. But this is just increases the amount of benefits that you can get while studying at UITM. All right, so these were the general thing about the university. Now I'm going to go forward with our programs. As a university, we do offer undergraduate studies and postgraduate studies, meaning bachelor's and master's. And on top of that, we also have foundation year courses for people who are not very comfortable with their English and they would like to study English a year before they pass into their bachelor's. To further ado, I would like to start with the aviation management course that we have. We've been teaching this course for 25 years now, and we are still the only university in Poland and one of the few in Europe who has this course. So basically, what is aviation management is everything except piloting and engineering. So actually, everyone thinks when you tell them aviation, they think about piloting or engineering. But the biggest part that only covers maybe a 10% of the sector. The rest falls into hands-on aviation managers. They work in the airports, handle the cargo or the passengers. They work in airline companies, handle the sales, marketing, advertisement, or they work in aircraft manufacturing companies, and they handle basically business transactions. And on top of that, we do work with the biggest airline in Europe that supports our students and our curriculum who is studying here. And I would like to talk about the tuition fee that we have in our university. So right now, this program is around 4,000 euros per year. If I have to say this in rupiahs, it will be around 65 to 70 million rupiahs per year. If you were to get this program in Germany or in UK, it will be at least 4 to 5 times more expensive compared to Poland. And again, this is not because our university or our course is not good. It is simply because of the currency. And I can assure you that, especially in aviation management, we are much better than most of the universities offering this program. And the most important thing, we do this in a very affordable way. But of course, sometimes people, they don't have a specific requirement to study, and they just want to study management. And that's why we have the International Business Management course for people who is more interested in just becoming their own bosses and studying towards a good business future. And for the biggest opportunities that we have with this course is that we collaborate with Deloitte. Deloitte, as you might know, is one of the biggest third-party service providers, financial service provider company in the world, and we have their headquarters in our city. So 4 to 5 times a year, they come to our university and they open a booth and they take job applications, they do interviews, they accept CVs. Even if you are not eligible, they tell you what you need to do in order to be employed in Deloitte in the future. And our students go and work there even while they're studying. More on that later. And as the name suggests, we are a very specific university with focusing also on IT courses. So first of all, we do follow the trends in the world. Especially during COVID time, we realized that everyone is sitting in their rooms, sitting in their houses, and what to do? They just need to entertain themselves somehow. And the online gaming sector just boomed during this period. So now we have this game design and development program, which we actually teach our students how to do the graphics of a game, how to implement real life physics into the digital world, let's say, and how to create animations and character designs. And so basically, every person graduating from there, they will be equipped with the artistic side of the IT as well as the programming side. And we do collaborate with real life gaming agencies. So these agents time to time have workshops, competitions with our students, and they do get hands-on experience while they're studying. And as you can see, the tuition fee is slightly more than the aviation, slightly more than the management programs, but it is still strong. That's around 75 million rupees per year with a very, very competitive rate. As I said before, not everyone is very specifically focused. So we have a more general program, computer science. This is for people who would like to start their lives in the IT sector, but they don't exactly know where they want to move towards. So that's why we have this program, and our biggest opportunity is that we are partners with Cisco. As you might know, that is a giant software company from the United States. And the Cisco Academy supports our academic efforts in both in academic way and in financial way as well. We do have their certification programs, and we do have their professionals coming to our university time to time to actually give classes and conferences, let's say. And as a final IT study that we have is programming. I don't think it needs any further explaining. So basically, when you study this, you learn different programming languages, and you learn how to be a programmer in the IT sector. And this is one of the most sought after programs that we have. And it is basically IT is a job guaranteed sector after graduation. But we didn't stop there, and we started also exploring the medical sector as well. Right now, we have a nursing course with the same price as the game design and development. And the next three courses that we have. The next three courses that I'm going to show you is the courses that we designed for people who would like to move towards UK or United States or Canada. And we also have social work, which is basically, it is a very common job description in UK that once people become social workers, they basically work to improve condition of living for regular people just like us. There are people who is in need, not necessarily old people, children, or people who has problems with substances, or people who has basically just not capable of living their lives on their own in a perfect way. So these people have immediate allocation in the UK job market, because after COVID, UK job market opened significant amount of demand for these people. And then we are also collaborating with a company called Sanctuary Personnel, and this is a recruitment company for the British healthcare system, and our graduates will be allocated to their job positions upon their graduation, if they want it, of course, with this partnership. Just to continue, we do have an occupational therapy course as well. Occupational therapy, basically, you are designing processes for people with disabilities, people with having hard time just getting along on their own, to just make their lives easier. The difference between social work is that in occupational therapy, you are more involved into physical activities, let's say, setting up the tools, setting up the helpful objects to these people, and just improving their lives. And everything I said about the UK job market is also goes for this program. And lastly, in terms of the medical studies that we have, is the biomedical sciences course. We introduced this course fairly new. It is the most intense course that we have. And the thing about this course is that once you start studying, you get to know about experiments. You get chemistry training, and you get basically how to perform in a laboratory environment. And after graduation, these people tend to go to pharmaceutical companies or other medical companies to design processes to cure sicknesses. Not just producing drugs, but the whole processes and machines to treat future patients and future diseases, let's say. And of course, as a great university, we do offer master courses as well. I don't know, I assume all of you are, most of you are concerned with the bachelor right now. But again, in the master course, we do offer global management and strategy, aviation management, once again, for people who would like to move forward, even forward their education. And I would like to say that it doesn't matter what did you study in bachelor's, you can apply any master courses at UITM. But of course, if you studied, let's say, journalism, applying to an IT studies like the cybersecurity will be problematic for you, because it will be hard for you to catch it. But if you do, we'll be there to help you out. That being said, cybersecurity is the final master course that we have, and it is obviously related to the IT sector. Once the pandemic started, every business transferred into the IT sector, and when a lot of people is somewhere, there's always security risks there. So right now, cybersecurity graduates are very sought after by especially by the banking systems around the world. And I do have many colleagues who are actually working in the bank in Poland or in other countries. All right, so those were the programs. I'm slowly coming to the end of this presentation. Just before I finish it up, I would just like to mention you about obviously the working opportunities in our university. So this is a question that we get a lot from our students. Can we work while studying? So it is an absolute yes, because we know that first of all, students would like to start earning their own money to help their family out, or to have their own money and finally become economically independent from their parents. And it is a very important thing to have, and it gives a lot of confidence towards our students. So first of all, in Poland, you are legally allowed to work 160 hours per day. So even with the student document, you can work full-time. And UITM degree gives you additional 10 months of legal stay in Poland after you graduate. So once you finish, if you don't have a job, you have additional 10 more months to stay and look for a job. And we have a great career service that they will help you with the finding internships or jobs as well. 3 times a year, we're having Aviation Career Day, which we invite those companies that I mentioned in the city, and they're actually accepting applications, again, doing interviews and whatever you name it. Okay, you're probably wondering that I said that you can work full-time, but you're probably wondering that how can you work full-time and study at the same time? So that is possible because of a program that we called the IOS program, the Individual Organization of Studies. So once a student comes to us with a full-time job offer or a job agreement, because there are some opportunities that sometimes they're too good to pass. There was a student back in the days who got a job offer from a bank in Warsaw, in the capital city, and it was just such a great opportunity that this student said that I need to move there and work. So we just accepted him into this program, and once a student is in this program, they do not need to attend classes anymore. So they are out from the attendance list, but of course they still need to fulfill their academic responsibilities, such as passing their exams, such as submitting their projects. But we provide extra consultation hours, all the class recordings that we have, and all the materials that we have, so these people still can study on their own. Is it easy? No, it's definitely not easy to be a full-time worker and study at the same time. But as a university, we're just giving this flexibility and opportunity to our students, and we're telling you that it is your responsibility to choose when to study and when to work, as long as you all get it done. But thanks to that, we have many students who had brilliant careers already before they graduated. So let me summarize what I just told you. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, I just passed 2 pages. So where do our students work? Like, good works are always there. You just need to find them. But there's also student jobs. I did work in a restaurant when I was a student as well, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of part-time job opportunities in our cities. Bolt is the equivalent of Grab in Indonesia, which you do transportation. For example, you drive. Obviously, McDonald's, Uber Eats, Starbucks, KFC, these kind of restaurants, and all the other things that I listed here, that our students did work in time and did earn enough money to actually help themselves out with their personal efforts. And one good thing about Poland is that the minimum wage in Poland is actually updated twice a year, which is very good way to battle, which is a very good way to battle the inflation. So the money that you earn in Poland is protecting its value much more than compared to some other destinations. So lastly, let me just finalize what I said. Well, we do offer quality education with affordable tuition fees. We are still one of the leading universities in Poland. Our degree is recognized worldwide. So it doesn't matter that if you come back to Indonesia afterwards, stay in Poland, or go to a different country, your degree will be valid, and it will allow you to get employed in companies. And Cisco, Microsoft, IATA, Artport, Lufthansa, these kind of giant sector giants that we constantly try to collaborate with. We have great prestigious certification programs for our students thanks to the European Union and their funding. Internship and job opportunities due to the Aviation Valley and due to these active agreements that we have in our careers office. Mobility. Remember what I said about this student exchange. This mobility opportunity is a great thing to have for any students. Internationalization, any student of UITM, they won't be alone there. So once you come, you won't be the only Indonesian. You definitely won't be the only, you definitely be the only foreigner there. And on top of that, as university, we are a participant of an ISMA program. And for next semester, we will have 22 students from Indonesia, just for example, doing their studies in UITM as well. So our Indonesian community is growing day by day, and hopefully you will be part of it as well. But in the end of the day, it is not always study, or work. It's at the same time, it's a unique student experience. I have been a student here, and I can tell you that studying in Rzeszów, studying in Poland, and studying in Europe is extremely fun. Because with the Polish visa, you will have access to 24 countries without any passport check, without any visa check. So you will have access to all of these countries without getting a new visa. So basically, you can, when you find a cheap flight, and believe me, there are a lot of them. You can leave your classes in the midday and you can have your dinner in Germany, for example, in a different country. That is the beauty of Europe. Everywhere is very close and there's much to explore. So thank you very much for listening to this presentation. Just before I want to finish, I want to add two things. First of all, I can talk for hours, but seeing for yourself is actually make a difference. So I encourage you to check out our social media, first of all, for our Instagram or the Facebook pages that we constantly share what we do there. And on top of that, unfortunately, I cannot be in Indonesia forever. I have to leave soon. But I want to thank TUTORAVEL once again for arranging this webinar. I want to say that we have been very good friends for a while now. And they do have all the answers which you might seek in the future about UITM. They're in a constant communication with me. So in the future, please feel free to ask your questions now, but in the future to them as well. And we will definitely help you to answer all of them. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tuna, for your presentation. And then next, we have any question from the participant?
Of course.
Yes. Mrs. Ferdy, you can moderator for the question.
Okay, of course. Okay, thank you, RB. Thank you, Mr. Tuna, for the presentation. It's very, very clear about UITM study in Poland, actually. Oke, jadi saya bantu jelaskan juga menggunakan bahasa Indonesia tadi sedikit bahwa di UITM ini adalah salah satu universitas terbaik swasta ya di Polandia, di mana kami sudah pergi ke Polandia di bulan November lalu. Teman-teman bisa follow IG kita di @tutoravel. Kita ada @tutoravel, kalian bisa follow. Nanti tolong dibantu ya admin untuk kasih tahu IG kita @tutoravel. Dan kalian bisa lihat ada foto-foto kita di sana, ada reelsnya dan sebagainya. Jadi memang sudah dijelaskan bahwa di Polandia itu, walaupun dia biayanya murah, tetapi bukan berarti murahan ya. Karena di sana mata uangnya walaupun pembayaran kuliah kalian ada 4.000 euro atau 4.500 euro dan sebagainya. Tetapi di Polandia sendiri itu menggunakan mata uang namanya zloty. Jadi zloty itu adalah 1 euro sama dengan 4 sampai 5 zloty. Jadi sangat murah, sangat affordable. Mungkin kalau kalian pernah ke Malaysia itu mirip, biayanya mirip untuk currency-nya, untuk kursnya. Jadi nggak gitu jauh beda gitu ya untuk biayanya. Nah ini kita lanjut ke pertanyaan. Di sini banyak banget yang sudah mau bertanya. Oke, this is from I know Mr. Tuna. Selamat malam Kak, saya yang bertanya di email ini. Oke. So the first one is bagaimana reputasi dan peringkat kampus UITM Polandia dalam skala nasional maupun internasional. So she's asking about the reputation and the rank of UITM in Poland, including in national and or in international. And how about the life in UITM, like the extracurricular, the social life, the career opportunity, or how about the job fair or job opportunity that can provide by Poland, by UITM Poland especially. Thank you.
So in Poland, we last year we ranked the 11th among the universities. But in this ranking, there's many different categories. For example, in terms of visiting lectures or the publication, we ranked the first. And then some of them we were a little bit further behind, but we are constantly moving between the rank 9 and 11 as the university, depending how well we do during the year. And on top of that, if you ask me the life, I believe Ms. Bebi can also help me out about that, because they were in November. We invited them to come to Poland too. I've been living in Poland for 5 years. I've been thoroughly enjoying the city and the country as well. So first of all, the thing about Poland is that Poland is the safest country in Europe. It has a very strict immigration law, so everyone there, they are there for a reason, and they're thoroughly checked. So even as a woman, at late at night, at any hour, you can just take a walk on your own. You can just go anywhere in the city without actually having not a single problem with that, and this for the whole country. The good thing about Poland is that people are used to international people, and they just mind their own business. So so because of that, you can act the way you want it, live your life the way you want it. The social pressure and judgment is very, very low in Poland, which makes it a very friendly environment for people from different cultures, obviously. And on top of that, as a student, you have subject to discount for 50% discount for all public transportation, as well as all the trains in the country. So you can actually travel to the different side of the country for a 50% discount without any questions asked as a student, as well as very cheap flight availability. In winters, Poland is a European country, so you should expect -degrees in winter, but we have 4 seasons. So once the spring summer comes, you can even expect 30-degree summers, and it is a lonely place to be. And every year, I'm just discovering another place in Poland. I hope I kind of answered what you were asking, and we did have a very nice time with Mrs. Webby and Mr. Willie once we were there. When they were there, we went to the Krakow for a historical tour as well. And there's many things to discover once you're there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kaino. Okay, another question from so if we study in Poland, do we have to live in dorm, or we can what kind of accommodation we can choose?
Right. So like you have three different options. So first of all, yes, the dormitory. We do offer you a dormitory in a single room or a double sharing room. And for example, the price. Let me just calculate the price because my math is not good enough for you to just say it on the spot. All right. So in the dormitory for a double sharing room, it will be around 3 million rupiahs per month, which is including everything: internet, electricity, heating, whatever you can think of. And in the dormitory, a single room will be 3.3 million rupiahs, slightly higher because it will be a single room for you. And that is the first option. The second option is that we have a student village. We call it the student village. We recently rented 20 houses from a developer, very newly built. And each house, we put 4 students in. So 4 students shares one house with all the laundry, kitchen, and living area, all these facilities. And the price for that, it is around 4.3 million rupiahs. So it is a little bit higher, but it is a much newer building for our students to live in. So these are the two options that we arrange. And obviously the third option is private rentals. You rent our students usually make friends in the first semester, in the first year, and they find apartments to move out. And as a university, as a student support office that we have, we even help you to book those rent those apartments. We talk with the house owners for you. We vouch for you. We tell you that, yes, there are students. So these are the 3 options that you have as accommodation. But of course, private rentals are a little bit more expensive depending on which location you live in, what kind of a house it is, etc. So, but those are your 3 options for accommodation.
Okay, thank you for the answers, Mr. Tuna. Okay, this is for the how is there any Indonesian students in UITM and how can they do the adaptation with the different culture, especially, and do this free from the toxic life, toxic environment, and how about the exchange program from Indonesia to Poland or Israel?
All right, so let me start with the exchange program. Okay, so this ISMA is a Indonesian institution. This ISMA has nothing to do with our university. So they choose their students and they send it to Poland. So we do not choose the Indonesian students who are coming to our university. And between 2 universities, we do not have a student exchange right now. But once you are in Poland, you can go to other European universities as student exchange under this Erasmus program. In terms of toxic environment, I've been there a student. I've been living there for a long time. I can confidently say that we never had a problem. Our campuses are designed to accommodate, and our facilities are designed to accommodate people from different cultures and religions. We do have quiet room. We do have a quiet room and a prayer room for people to do their religious duties. On top of that, in our cafeterias or in the restaurants, we do offer halal or non or vegetarian options as well for the food. And in terms of getting used to it, Ms. Baby, would you like to say something about the ISMA students and how happy they were during the time that they spent there?
Okay, so jadi saya tambahkan ya tentang mengenai yang program ISMA. Program ISMA kalau teman-teman tahu IISMA itu ada di namanya adalah kalian bisa follow ya beberapa Instagramnya, yaitu pertama UITM The Poland atau @iisma.uitm. Jadi karena kemarin kita sudah pergi di bulan November lalu, kita ketemu dengan 10 orang anak-anak ISMA. Mereka mendapat kesempatan untuk pertukaran pelajar di Eropa. Tapi ISMA ini hanya tertuju pada sekolah-sekolah universitas negeri yang memang mendapatkan kesempatan atau dana pemerintah untuk bertukar pelajar selama 1 semester. Dan itu ada syarat-syaratnya, teman-teman boleh cek di website mengenai ISMA. Itu biasanya tidak bisa di kota-kota besar, tapi ada di kota-kota seperti Manado, Padang, Batam, Jogja, dan sebagainya. Itu mungkin teman-teman bisa cek ya lebih detail. Tapi ketika kami di sana, bagaimana dengan kehidupan Polandia? It's very nice. Kalian bisa juga cek di YouTube kita ya, YouTube kami, YouTube @TUTORAVEL juga boleh. Di situ ada penjelasan tentang kehidupan di Polandia, tentang kuliah di Polandia dan sebagainya. Itu very very nice dan kita sudah menikmati di sana bagaimana kita naik bus, bagaimana kita nonton bioskop. Itu tidak ada kendala karena semuanya menggunakan bahasa Inggris. Jadi mungkin kalian harus lebih ekstra lagi untuk bisa bahasa Inggris. Nah, itu karena kita nonton pakai bahasa Inggris, tapi untuk komunikasi dan sebagainya 80% they can speak English very well. Jadi anak-anak mudanya, paling orang-orang tua lah, tante-tante, kakek-kakek gitu paling nggak bisa. Tapi anak-anak mudanya umur 30, 40, 50, mereka they can speak English very well. Jadi ketika kita ke Polandia, kita nggak kesulitan untuk ngobrol. Dan biaya hidupnya murah, prosesnya juga enak, dan enak aja gitu. Apalagi kita orang Indonesia nggak pernah lihat salju ya. Keinginan saya dari kecil adalah melihat salju, dan bisa ke Eropa dengan biaya yang bisa affordable. Itu saya merasa Polandia cocok buat teman-teman kalau memang mau kuliah ke Eropa, ke negara Western, tetapi yang biaya hidupnya sangat-sangat terjangkau. Oke. Wait. Ini tadi sampai mana ya? Pertanyaan cukup banyak ya ini. So this is it's maybe technical
Yeah, the
technical
technical
questions,
stuff that you will like.
Yeah. This is like about bagaimana program protokan pelajar di Uitm memberikan manfaat bagi. Oke, ini seperti yang tadi ya. So, how about the exchange students in Poland that can give a lot of benefit to students, to the university students for their global knowledge, everything about the culture exchange.
I'm not sure I understand the question. So you're meaning that how an exchange program can benefit students?
Maybe.
Well, if that's the question, the best way to learn something is actually going there and seeing it for yourself. And I can give you an example from myself. I was studying in Turkey as a university student, and my university had an exchange agreement with Uitm. So I went there for only one semester to see. I was like, okay, Poland, let's see for one semester. And I never went back. And I transferred there, and I've been living there for 6 years now. So it completely changed my life. So the thing that exchange will give you is a perspective, is an alternative, because you will never know. You will never know what kind of an opportunities that you will have. It is a gamble. It is a beneficial gamble on your life to actually put yourself in an alternative location to discover other positions. And I cannot think something more crucial or important for a people, especially in their 20s, to be able to explore a different location.
Okay. And the second question, what steps are taken by Uitm Poland to prepare students to lead international scale research that is relevant to the current global issues?
Wow. Wow, I mean, if there was a prize for the best sophisticated question, this question you would have won.
Okay.
All right. So first of all, our careers office is conducting trainings for how to present yourself, writing motivation letters, how to write CVs, and they do rehearsal for job applications. But that is the job part. But the most important part, in my opinion, is that basically Uitm is helping you without lifting a finger. We are just putting you in an international environment where you have to speak English, which will improve your language skills, and you will eventually learn different cultures and different people and how to communicate with them. Because in your future life, especially year by year, this is 2024, but year by year, the whole world is getting more connected in terms of global atmosphere. And in Uitm, you will start doing this from an early age, from the beginning. And on top of that, our classes are tailored, maintained, and adjusted every year. So every year in the beginning, we sit down with companies, we sit down with professionals to see if our curriculum is still valid, it's still enough to prepare people. So, for example, those companies like Lufthansa comes and tell us that we're thinking in the next 10 years they will be increasing cargo operations in the aviation sector. and they tell us, maybe you should put more attention into cargo classes. And we immediately do that. We improve our offering to our students year by year. These are the things that we mainly do to prepare you for the future life that you have. I mean, I hope this answer was okay compared to this magnificent question that you had.
Oke. Ini ada beberapa pertanyaan menurut kami mirip-mirip ya. Jadi mengenai tentang bagaimana dengan kerjasamanya kurikulum yang disiapkan untuk pekerjaan dan sebagainya. Intinya karena kami sudah melihat untuk jurusan-jurusan dan kita juga sudah menginginkan beberapa murid ke UITM. Jadi tidak hanya dari ISMA aja, tapi kita juga sebagai eksklusif partner dari UITM, kita sudah mengirimkan beberapa murid ke sana. Dan kami melihat bahwa jurusan-jurusan yang mereka berikan itu adalah jurusan-jurusan yang sangat relevan dari kehidupan sekarang ini yang memang lagi high demand terutama di Eropa. Contohnya seperti aviation management yang seperti tadi Mr. Tuna bilang bahwa aviation ini setelah COVID mereka malah naik tinggi gitu. Berbeda ketika sebelum COVID ya. Itu peningkatannya bisa 2 kali lipat dibandingkan tahun-tahun sebelumnya. Terus ada International Business Management yang dimana semua negara pasti butuh. Terus ada di bagian social work. Social work itu adalah bagaimana kalau mungkin kalian tahu untuk kayak kids consultant ya, untuk psikolog anak dan sebagainya, itu juga ada di social work. Bagaimana kalian bisa menghadapi orang lain, caregiver dan everything itu penting sekali di Eropa sekarang lagi high demand. Terus ada nursing juga kalian tahu kalau di Eropa itu permintaannya sangat tinggi, apalagi di UK. Itu mereka itu gaji per mungkin 40.000 euro 1 tahun. Terus ada juga untuk computer science, game design, terus ada programmer yang dimana tidak akan pernah lepas dari dunia IT, itu juga dibutuhkan. Jadi mereka udah lebih spesifik karena UITM, University of Information Technology and Management. Jadi di bagian medicine, di bagian manajemennya, di bagian nursing, management, IT-nya itu yang paling difavoritkan di UITM. Jadi mereka udah fokus untuk, jadi ini kami lakukan beberapa pertanyaan ya, yang memang benar nggak ini UITM dan sebagainya. Karena mereka 1 tahun itu bisa mengadakan 4-5 kali job fair. Dan mengundang perusahaan-perusahaan besar seperti Cisco yang tadi, Microsoft, terus Lufthansa, LOT dan sebagainya itu langsung di kampusnya. Jadi kalian nggak perlu takut nih misalnya, nanti susah cari kerja nggak ya? Nanti nggak, kalian bisa persiapkan apa aja. Biasanya kan nanti ada di CV ya, ada kelas CV dan sebagainya. Dan kalian bisa lihat kelasnya itu di aplikasi HP. Kemarin saya juga cek, ini loh kelasnya itu jam sekian di sini, jam di mana. Itu mereka bisa cek semua di aplikasi HP. Jadi menyenangkan sekali untuk kuliah di Eropa, tapi kita juga nyaman untuk fasilitasnya dan sebagainya gitu. Oke. Tadi udah dijelaskan ya berapa besar biaya asrama di UITM, sekitar tadi 2 juta sampai 3 juta per bulan. Mirip-mirip di Jakarta, mirip-mirip di kota besar di Jakarta. Bahkan di Jakarta sendiri aja untuk dorm per bulannya masih 5 jutaan ya. Oke. Mr. Tuna, so what is the major for the master degree or PhD in UITM?
So we do not have a PhD at UITM. For masters, we have a management course, global strategy and management, and we have the aviation management master again. And as IT, we have the cybersecurity. Right now, we only have 3 master courses at UITM.
Okay. And there's question. So there's any club or organization, students organization in UITM Poland, which is which is popular in the Europe or in Poland. And how about the procedure for recruitment from Indonesia to UITM?
Like, okay, so a 2-part question. All right, the first part about the academic clubs. We have around 20 academic clubs. Off the top of my head, I can name aviation club. I can say the MEC, the Multicultural Academic Circle, and the Globe. With the Globe, that it is mainly focused on the international communication and culture differences. So we recently actually had a panel with it that we invited some authors from different countries who were focused on, battling racism, dealing with discrimination and everything, and we talked about how how their countries are dealing with those. So we have academic clubs, and every year, once a year, we have an open day. So every academic club prepares a table with their souvenirs, with their activities, and they try to recruit people to their clubs. So our students go there and they just talk with every club and they just join 1, 2, or 3. Is it up to them? In terms of recruitment, you asked me about the process. I am sitting with the process right now. The process is this building. They did apply for students for us, and I would just like to give you a statistic. So we had our first ISMA students, 10 Indonesian students. They came to UITM. They went back and they told their stories. And for the next year, we had 22 spots. 196 people applied to come to UITM. So it is a significant increase, which shows you that people actually like, Indonesian students actually like what they saw there. So basically, what are you gonna need to do is that if you decide to be a part of UITM, you just simply contact TUTORAVEL team, either from their social media or from their website or from the other channels, and they will guide you through the application portal. We have an online application portal for them. As an agent, they have accounts there. So what they do, they will probably ask you some certain documentation. There is no need for me to tell you this documentation right now. If you're interested, they already have this information. You will either do it digitally, or you will visit them, and they will apply it on your behalf to UITM. And once they apply, I will be back in Poland checking these applications. We do have a very good communication. If you are missing something, if you need something, they will tell me, I will tell them, and they will tell you, and we will quickly finalize your application. But for any further questions about how to apply to UITM, you can freely ask to the TUTORAVEL team.
Oke, thank you Mr. Tuna. Jadi kalau misalnya teman-teman mau tanya nih tentang, karena kita sudah membantu beberapa murid dan memang ada beberapa dokumen tentunya yang pasti kalian harus lengkapi, kalian harus persiapkan. Nanti seperti apa, ada tim kami juga, ada Kak Arbi dan konselor-konselor kami yang lain. Itu pasti kita akan bantu untuk terjemahan dokumen, untuk pengurusan legalisasi, apostille, visa, dan sebagainya. Itu kita semua yang aturin. Sampai kalian berangkat di bandara pun kami akan bantu aturkan, dan juga untuk pemesanan untuk dormnya pun kita bisa bantu pesenin langsung ke UITM. Jadi kalian tinggal duduk manis, persiapan dokumen aja, kasih ke kami, soft copy-nya, nanti semuanya everything kita yang bantu untuk persiapkan yang rapih gitu loh. Jadi kalian nggak usah, misalnya kalian dari luar kota nih, saya kemarin murid kami dari NTT dan dari Palembang, mereka nggak usah ke Jakarta, hanya cukup kasih soft copy aja, kita yang urus semuanya. Terus saat visa, baru saat pembuatan visa kalian harus ke Jakarta, kalian perlu biometrik untuk cap jari sama face scan wajah gitu ya. Itu aja sih. Yang lain kalian nggak usah perlu pusing-pusing, dan juga paling untuk keberangkatannya aja. Tuh. Itu pun kita juga udah bisa aturin semuanya. Jadi one stop full service for everything.
And I heard that there's some visa problems with some certain destinations that the Indonesian students go. And I would like to say that in our visit, we also visited the Polish embassy, and we are enjoying from a very good relationship that we have. We are very good friends with the Indonesian embassy in Warsaw in Poland, and very good friends with the Polish embassy in here. So we will do absolutely everything possible for you to have a smooth visa process as well for coming to Poland.
Oke. Untuk beasiswa sendiri sebetulnya di Polandia-nya itu UITM baru tahun ini kita mendapatkan limited scholarship ya. Jadi hanya untuk murid-murid dari TUTORAVEL aja yang mendapatkan programnya. Memang tidak semuanya, karena akan ada 2 kali interview, itu dari interview dari UITM-nya maupun interview dari tim TUTORAVEL. Dari situ nanti akan dipilih, itu lumayan karena bisa mendapatkan potongan sampai 50% untuk tuition fee-nya, dan itu sangat-sangat membantu sekali karena kalian nggak usah pusing-pusing, aduh biayanya cukup besar, enggak. Bayangin aja ke Eropa cuman 35 jutaan. Itu di mana lagi kan Eropa loh, Eropa yang notabene-nya tuh mahal sekali. Jadi kalian bisa apply segera dan kalian bisa berangkat nanti di bulan 10, bulan 9, bulan 10. Kita bisa membantunya. Oke.
I think there was a question about scholarships.
Yeah.
I saw into there. So let me just answer about the scholarship as well. So first of all, as a fate of good collaboration, we do TUTORAVEL has a scholarship to give away, but they are not much, and they are in charge of choosing. So we have no say in this. But that they will explain you furtherly. But I will talk about the scholarship program that we have in UITM, which is that you apply every semester. So what you do is that first of all, obviously get good grades. So there is no entry-level scholarship because you need your first GPA, first grade in order to apply for this. So obviously you get good grades, and on top of that, you collect something we call the activity points. And you collect these points by being active in the university, being a part of student academic clubs, for example, participating in these social events that we did, helping out departments. So whatever you do in the university, or for example, doing participating in sport activities, by being an active student, you collect these points. And every semester, depending how many points that you have and how good your grades is, a certain amount of money is calculated, which is around $150 to $300, and university starts paying you back this money. So it is like a monthly allowance giving back to you by students. It's like a financial help. That is the scholarship we have.
Oke. Udah terjawab ya untuk yang beasiswanya. Nah, ini oke, kita udah info juga tentang asramanya itu sekitar 2 sampai 3 juta per bulan, tergantung kamar berdua atau kamar sendiri. Itu mirip-mirip di Jakarta. So if you want to work in Poland, can we speak in English as well in the office, or do we have to speak in Polish?
No.
This is the first one.
No, for example, there is three courses. For example, if you want to be a nurse in Poland, yes, you need Polish. Or if you want to be a social worker or occupational therapy, yes, you need to know Polish. But for management, for IT, absolutely not, because most of the companies are international companies operating it with English language. Knowing the Polish language will be beneficial, of course, but it is not necessary to find employment. And on top of that, we give Polish classes for every single student, for every course. So in the first year, you will have basic Polish classes for you to learn some Polish as well.
If you want to study Polish, is there any class or program in UITM? If yes, how long is the program?
Which?
If you want to study Polish?
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, there's Polish classes in the first year, so you will have 2 semesters of Polish classes.
Okay, 2 semesters. Jadi 3 tahun, tapi bukan berarti 1 tahun enggak, tapi ada subjeknya ya, subjek belajar bahasa Polandia gitu. So what about the part-time working vacancy there as well after graduating there?
So as I told you, if you don't have a job, the UITM degree still gives you 10 more months to stay in Poland and look for a job. And once you find this job, you can apply for a temporary resident card for working, and then you can just extend your stay. But most of our students, they already have jobs while they're studying. And of course, part-time jobs are available in restaurants, in shops, in grocery shops, or in clothes shops. And there's also full-time jobs as well. People are working in travel agencies. In various companies, and they didn't have significant problem until now. But when they do, we have a career service which will help you to actually find a job or internship.
Okay. Ini so work while you study, can we input into the CV
that you worked while studying?
Yeah.
I wouldn't, for example, because for example, why would you want to put that? Because you can just put that you finish this course and you study it, because this is a program which, being in this program doesn't benefit your CV, it benefits you, because it allows you to work while studying and earn money and earn experience. Being a part of this program, it is not something that you should put into CV. It is not because you don't get a certificate for this program. It is just an opportunity for you. That's it. But it's your CV. I mean, whatever you want to put, whatever you want to put.
Is there any major or department that can learn the Master of Education or Master of Teaching?
No, not in our university, unfortunately.
Ya, kalau untuk Master of Education, kalau di Polandia sementara belum ada ya. Kita udah banyak cek juga, banyak yang belum ada untuk yang Master of Education atau Master of Teaching. Gitu. For national student, do we have to use the university dorm?
You don't have to, but for the first year, it is a good option to stay with the other first-year students for the adjustment period.
Are there any scholarship for the international students? Ya, tadi kita sudah jelaskan. Ya, ada ya, tapi hanya untuk dari tahun pertama itu dari murid TUTORAVEL aja. Okay. So she's asking about how to apply to UITM. Do the process, everything will be helped by the university or have to from the agency?
No, so basically everything you do will be through here. So they will take care of you, and they will take you from the start until finish, until they put you into an airplane and send it off to Poland.
Yes.
And they actually do that. They go to the airport.
Ya, jadi kalau untuk di Indonesianya itu memang kami semua yang akan untuk urusin. Tapi ketika sampai di university itu akan dibantu sama UITM ya. Jadi di Indonesianya itu dibantu sama TUTORAVEL, tetapi ketika di Polandianya itu akan dibantu oleh UITM. After they arrive in Poland, so UITM will help everything.
Yeah, of course. Like, so for example, we will tell you how to arrive. Obviously, we will give you this information. But on top of that, as soon as you arrive in our city, either railway, bus, or airport, we have volunteer students. We call them buddies, and they offer their private cars or something. They will come and pick you up. They will help you to go to your dormitory or come to the university at the beginning. And these buddies in the student support office, they help you in the first month. Usually, for example, how to get a SIM card, to learn about the buses, to show you which shops that you should buy, etc., etc. So we do have a very good incoming student service, let's say.
Okay. Is there a prayer room for Muslim students?
Yes, we do. We in both campuses, we call them quiet rooms, because people use it in different. Of course, some people meditate, some people pray there. But yes, we do have a prayer room.
Okay. Can we use TOEFL or Duolingo English test for English document?
No, Duolingo, no. It needs to be a IELTS, TOEFL, these kind of internationally accepted certifications. Okay. There is no cooking class in the campus as well. I'm sorry.
Ya, kalau cooking class itu nggak ada di kampus, tapi mereka biasanya ada kayak event Asian.
You know what is the best cooking class? Living on your own is the best cooking class.
Yes.
There is no family to cook for you, so that will be your biggest class.
Oke. Okay. Untuk absensinya nggak ada ya, jadi kita nanti berdasarkan ini aja, nggak ada link absensi untuk ini ya. Is this you can use? Udah tadi kita sudah jelaskan, can use TOEFL or English for English certificate, yes. But which kind of TOEFL? Because it does IBT and ITP.
IBT and ITP, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to give misinformation, so because I don't know what ITP and IBT is.
Actually, me too.
Yeah. Well, there we go. So, but the majority of is the one which is not being done online. So, the TOEFL certificate needs to be in the examination center. Yeah, the one that you through a computer, that is not accepted. Maybe that is the difference between ITB and IBT. And yeah, we can check this out, and of course, like checking with TUTORAVEL in the near future, and we will check this information.
Yeah, but can we use like after TOEFL can we use like if they already got the certificate? Can we use the interview task?
Oh yeah, also like if you're confident about your English, that you can always choose the interview option. And then you need to talk with our English professor to prove your English. And if she says that yes, this person has B1 level, then you will be accepted.
Okay. Is there an internship program in UITM in the UITM curriculum with companies such as Deloitte, Lufthansa, etc.
So there is 2 mandatory internships that you have to do while you're studying, but not necessarily in these companies. And finding an internship is students' responsibility. So first of all, you need to put some effort to find an internship. But of course, we do assist you, we do guide you, and we do tell you if there is any internship vacancies and opportunities in one of those so-called companies.
Okay. So the university, apakah this university can apply to bachelor and master degree?
Yes.
You can check. We already sent you the website, the link, en.uitm.edu.eu. You can find out the bachelor degree, the major, everything from the website. Jadi kita memang ada program yang kami kirimkan itu untuk UITM semuanya anak-anak S1 ya untuk saat ini ya. Yang anak-anak murid ISMA pun juga sama, anak-anak murid S1. Jadi kalau S2 belum, tapi mungkin nanti akan menyusul. Itu ada Aviation Management, International Business Management, Computer Science, Programming, Game Design, Nursing, Occupational Therapy, Biomedical Science, and Social Work. Jadi memang jurusan-jurusan ini yang memang lagi high demand sekali di Eropa. Jadi kalian teman-teman misalnya lagi bingung nih, aduh kalau di sini nggak bisa bahasanya, nggak usah khawatir. Kalau kita kan Inggris sudah biasa ya, paling tinggal tes saja supaya memperkuat Inggris kita bisa lebih baik gitu sih. Oke, any questions more? Ada pertanyaan lagi?
Hello, Kak, sorry.
Ya.
Mr. Tuna, sorry, just.
No worries. It's nice to hear someone's voice.
Yeah, okay. So after we finish the school in UITM, how long we can stay if we have an offer to work in Poland? How many years?
So, okay, so this is how it works. If your job agreement is for 1 year, the government will give you 1 year residence card. So if it's for 2 years, you will get a 2-year residence card. That is how it works. But for foreigners, maximum 3 years is given. So after 3 years, you just need to reapply again to get it. So as long as you have a job, you can stay in Poland without any time limit.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mr.
No worries.
So when this is any questions? So when is the registration for the 2025?
It will be January 2025. From January 2025. So,
yeah. But we can still can prepare for the documents from now.
I mean, yeah, you can prepare the documents and we will folder them, but official applications will begin in January 25.
Ya. Jadi kalau untuk dokumennya bisa dari sekarang karena seperti terjemahan, terus ada legalisir itu cukup memakan waktu ya. Jadi bisa prepare dulu dari sekarang untuk yang kayak kelas 10 dan kelas 11-nya. Nanti kelas 12 dokumen-dokumen lain itu bisa muncul di bulan Januari seperti murid kami yang sekarang. Itu penerimanya cepat kok. Januari kemarin daftar, Februari udah diterima. Jadi cepat sekali untuk makin cepat daftar, makin cepat kesempatan untuk bisa apply beasiswa karena kami punya kuota untuk bisa membantu anak-anak Indonesia yang mau apply beasiswa di UITM. Oke, ada lagi yang mau bertanya? Tadi ada yang angkat tangan. Anyone else? Odi Nandan. Okay, please do.
Oh yes, Mr. I wanna ask how majors in University of Poland.
Sorry?
Major. Prodi berapa jurusan?
Oh, the major. Yes, major jurusan. Oke. Okay. Kak Odi Nandan dari mana asalnya?
Dari Jawa Barat.
Dari Jawa Barat. Rencana mau ambil jurusan apa?
Tanya-tanya dulu aja.
Oke. Okay. Untuk S1 ya?
S2.
Oh, S2. Oke. Okay. For master degree, what kind of major provided by
management, global strategy and management, aviation management, and cybersecurity.
Global Aviation Management, Global Management and Strategy, sama Cyber Security.
2 management, 1 IT course.
Ya. 2 manajemen, 1 IT, Cyber Security. Jadi memang jurusan-jurusan yang lagi banget dicari ya di Eropa. Jadi kalau teman-teman, harusnya nanti gimana ya jurusan yang saya bingung ya. Kalau Global Aviation Management seperti yang kita bilang bahwa sekarang itu penerbangan di Eropa itu menaik pesat permintaannya dan itu kurang orang. Makanya that's why they open the major gitu. Mereka buka major ini supaya bisa menarik orang-orang yang bisa untuk langsung kerja di perusahaan-perusahaan yang sudah berpartner dengan UITM. Oke, anyone else? Mau tanya langsung boleh? Tadi ada yang tanya hilang. Apakah bisa memiliki syarat harus memiliki organisasi? So, how about the scholarship? Is there any terms or condition? Is he active or in joining the organization or not?
Yeah, as I said before, good grades and being active in the university, and you apply every beginning of the semester for the scholarship.
Ya. Jadi intinya di mana-mana kalau misalnya mau memiliki syarat untuk ikut organisasi dan sebagainya itu, beasiswa itu pasti sangat mempengaruhi keaktifan kita di kehidupan masyarakat. Baik di Polandia, di China, di Indonesia, di mana-mana. Kalau kita makin aktif di dunia sosial, kita makin aktif di dunia masyarakat, itu pasti akan membantu nilai plus kita. Is there any, ya tadi sudah dijelaskan, is there any discount for the first, ya. Jadi kalau untuk daftar yang melalui TUTORAVEL, kita akan bisa mendapatkan potongan 50%. Jadi total 1 tahun itu bisa mendapatkan 50%. Jadi hanya membayar setengahnya aja. Kalau bisa 4.000 ya dapat 2.000 gitu. Untuk link absensinya nggak ada ya Kak ya. Jadi memang untuk sharing aja. Untuk yang bertanya nanti 3 pertanyaan terbaik itu akan mendapatkan sertifikat dari kami dan juga ada e-wallet. Ada lagi?
One more, Kak. When is the new student admission, Pak, in a year? I mean, how many times the new student admission?
Only once. We only have 1 intake, which is October, and the applications are from January until end of August, and the semester starts at mid-October.
Mid of October. Okay, so the process starting from January to August.
Yes. Not the process, but the application period.
Okay.
So you can apply in July too, but as early as possible is better, so you will have more time to arrange yourself, let's say.
Okay, noted. Thank you, Mr.
Welcome.
Any questions? Untuk 3 penanya terbaik ya baru dapat sertifikatnya ya Kak. Thank you. Ada pertanyaan lagi? Kalau tidak ada mungkin bisa kami kembalikan ke moderator.
Oke, jika tidak ada pertanyaan lagi, terima kasih Mrs. Baby and Mr. Tuna. And in sesi tanya jawab. Dan semoga pertanyaan teman-teman semuanya bisa terjawab dengan baik dan bisa menjadi insight buat teman-teman juga. Oke, untuk pembahasan webinar kali ini, pembahasannya sangat luar biasa sekali dan juga bisa membuka wawasan kita semua mengenai kuliah di Polandia, terutama di University of International Technology and Management. Semoga paparan tadi dari Mr. Tuna bisa menjadi tambahan insight buat kalian semua dan juga buat kita. Dan setelah mengikuti webinar kali ini menjadi pilihan lah untuk kalian untuk bisa coba apply ke UITM. Oke, Oke, untuk 3 penanya yang terbaik, kita akan umumkan di akhir sesi. So, mungkin sebelum kita di akhir session, kita bisa foto bersama dulu kali ya. Oke, buat teman-teman semuanya bisa on cam untuk kita foto bersama ya.
Oh yeah, okay.
Please take picture.
One.
Oke. Oke, kira-kira ada yang mau on cam lagi nggak nih? Boleh on cam? Oke ya. Kita hitung 1, 2, 3. Oke, sekali lagi. Oke. 3, 2, 1, six. Oke. Thank
Thank
you.
Oke.
Oke. For this.
Mungkin tambahan dulu ya kali ya untuk teman-teman semuanya. Jadi misalnya kalian nggak perlu takut lagi karena seperti apa sih ranking dan sebagainya yang kami tahu untuk IISMA sendiri itu adalah kan program pemerintah dari Dikbud ya, dari Dinas Pendidikan Kebudayaan Kemendikbudristeknya Indonesia, program pemerintah yang tentunya ISMA ini tidak akan memilih secara sembarangan univ-univ yang mungkin tidak ada rankingnya gitu loh. Jadi memang yang mereka pilih adalah univ-univ yang cukup populer, yang namanya itu rankingnya tuh tinggi di Eropa. Dan mungkin di Indonesia kok kita nggak bisa kecek ya, kok nggak bisa. Karena secara internasional itu untuk ranking-ranking universitas tidak semuanya tuh sama. Dan contoh QS ranking itu biasanya tertujunya ke univ-univ di Amerika, terus ada juga di Australia itu beda lagi nama jenis level rankingnya. Di Eropa itu namanya multi-rank, EU multi-rank. Itu juga level untuk penilaian ranking-ranking yang ada di Eropa gitu. Nah itu tentunya kemarin kita juga ada diinfokan oleh Kedutaan Besar Indonesia yang ada di Polandia. Mereka jelaskan, jadi anak-anak ISMA, kita kan sharing dengan anak-anak ISMA, mereka bilang bahwa untuk masuk ke program ISMA itu tidak mudah karena kampus-kampusnya pun juga kampus-kampus top di Eropa, kampus-kampus top di Amerika, di Australia, dan sebagainya. Jadi seperti itu, kalau kalian tanya, ini saya nggak pernah dengar loh Uitm dan sebagainya. Ya, karena kampus di dunia itu banyak sekali teman-teman. Yang kalau kalian misalnya mungkin kan suka dengar Harvard, Cambridge, ya itu mah kita juga umum ya. Tetapi setelah kami lihat ke sana, setelah kami lihat kualitasnya, kami lihat fasilitasnya, kami ketemu dengan guru-gurunya, murid-muridnya, dan sebagainya. Aduh, itu kami menilai itu sangat bagus untuk level kalau mungkin kami baru dengar nih tentang Polandia. Kalau kalian lihat benderanya, itu kebalik aja dengan bendera Indonesia gitu. Bendera kita merah putih, mereka benderanya putih merah. Jadi kalau teman-teman takut nih, nggak perlu takut, orang kita juga murid-murid kita udah kesana kan. Terus kita juga ada kedutaannya di Indonesia yang sudah jelas, yang udah ada hubungan diplomatik. Kalau kalian ke kedutaannya pun ada tulis study in Poland. Ada tulisannya tuh study in Poland. Jadi kalian juga, mereka sangat welcome untuk Indonesia ke sana. Karena tidak semua negara itu mudah loh untuk pengurusan visanya. Tetapi karena UITM mempunyai hubungan baik diplomatik dengan para embassy ini, ambasador ini, jadi kita dimudahkan untuk pengajuan visa. Itu apalagi mereka sudah tahu untuk nama TUTORAVEL sudah terdata juga sebagai official partner dari UITM, ya untuk memudahkan teman-teman juga yang ke Eropa nanti gitu. Itu aja sih yang tambahan dari saya. Jadi kalau misalnya kalian tertarik mau melanjutkan pendidikan ke Eropa dengan biaya yang terjangkau, bisa apply beasiswa dan juga bisa kerja, bisa dapat pengalaman nggak cuma di Polandia aja, tapi kalian bisa jalan-jalan ke Jerman dan sebagainya hanya dengan satu visa untuk satu Eropa, Uni Eropa tuh Polandia jadi salah satu pilihan terbaik. Gitu. Jadi kalian bisa tanya-tanya ke kami. Tadi kita juga sudah jelaskan bahwa follow @TUTORAVEL ya. Follow @TUTORAVEL, IG-nya @TUTORAVEL. Nanti kalau ada mau tanya apa-apa, mau langsung daftar juga boleh. Nah, biasanya kalau dari event ini banyak yang mau daftar nih. Nah, bisa langsung daftar ke kita. Mumpung masih ada kesempatan untuk apply beasiswa, welcome to us. Kita sangat-sangat welcome untuk anak-anak Indonesia yang memang mau mau kita bantuin. Oke? Thank you so much. Mungkin untuk sharing untuk e-walletnya ya. Thanks a lot to TUTORAVEL.
Thank you.